anything.
Yeah.
If you're sitting at home and you want to be a creative professional and you didn't do anything creative that day, there's a breach in your life that you haven't built a bridge to get over yet.
Yeah, or I mean, and know that breach, or that wall, or whatever it is, like
I called it a breach.
If whatever it is, it's you have to realize that I'll start my diet tomorrow, or I'll start writing tomorrow,
Could be
or
dead.
I'll do this tomorrow. Yeah, you could be dead for sure, but you got to realize that just that thought of I'll start tomorrow, and then tomorrow comes around and you'll start again tomorrow, and it just keeps being another tomorrow and you haven't done your shit. Just know that the reason why that's there is a reason why that's happening. There's a reason why you're saying that to yourself. There's a reason why you're like, I'll do it tomorrow. And it could be a million different reasons. One of them, depression. One of them, anxiety. One of them, stress. One of them being scared of something, insecure, whatever. Realize for sure that lack of motivation in you to do something is only you can fix that. And whether you're motivated by outside things as well, that's great. If some life-changing things happen to you and that becomes a point of motivation for you, then that's awesome.
Yeah.
Whatever it ends up being, that's great. But this stagnant life that you could be living, or that I see some of my friends living, these talented fucking motherfuckers, there's something deeper in them that is causing them to not get out of bed and do it.
Yeah.
And it's extremely important to figure out what it is.
Yeah.
That's making you say, I will start tomorrow. There is definitely a reason. And it is important to find that and fix it. And I swear to God you can.
Yeah, absolutely.
I swear to fucking God
Anyone
you can.
And it's not about waiting on something to be dropped on your doorstep
No,
to be like, oh,
don't do
finally,
that.
this is the thing. Now I could use this. It's about you go out and you do everything until you find the thing that you want to do. Also,
Yeah.
I just want to say before we get too far into it, that
This has been.
I
just want to say that this has been.
What was the other one you said?
This might be.
This might be. We could do the sponsors after this, but you did something this morning that I've never seen you do before, and you were like, dude, I was putting out several fucking fires this morning, and you didn't know that.
I didn't know that.
And you called me up and texted me and you were like, dude, I didn't sleep at all last night. Something's going on. I don't feel real good. Is there any way you could do the podcast with
Like if
somebody
I
else
could get
or
Elliot
whatever?
to do it or something.
And first of all, I didn't want to do it with Elliot.
Of course not. No one does. I wouldn't want to.
And this was. And then you said, as I was typing the response to you, I'm like, listen, that's fine. I just want you to also know what I've been through for the past 24 hours. As I was typing that, you were like, fuck it, I'm going to suck it up and let's do even just a short one. And that's exactly like, I haven't seen you do that in the past. I know you always want to, but I haven't seen you do that in the past.
Yeah, I haven't done it.
But
I'll just straight
for
up
you to
say I
do
can't
it-
do it. Can I help you? What can I do? And it usually ends up with you finding someone to do it and making it happen, like a good friend.
But that's the type of shit that's like, that's the next level shit.
Yeah.
Is same thing when you're working out, like you said before. It's when you feel like you can't do anymore, or like I would do 100 push-ups a day, but I just like, I don't have the energy. I didn't sleep well last night. It's dropping down and doing as many push-ups as you can.
Yeah, do fucking 15 instead of 100.
Do one. Do something every day.
Yeah.
And do that Jerry Seinfeld thing. Get a calendar. We all have calendars. You've seen them.
Yeah.
And get
Some
a
of
marker.
them are in our phones.
And get a marker and draw on your phone every day.
Make a mark on your calendar. Whenever you open it, it will match up, but it won't on anything else. But it'll be a reminder.
Yeah.
I do, and look, this isn't new shit. None of this is like groundbreaking knowledge.
No, but sometimes when you hear your friends say it.
Yeah, exactly. And not only that, another way to present this, which I don't hear quite often, is if you're stuck in some kind of loop and you're feeling your life is bleak and you're struggling and you're stressed out and you're like, you just want to do this one thing and you don't like where you are, maybe where you live sucks, or maybe your current job sucks or whatever. If you're living in this loop and you feel like every day is the same and this sucks, make some sort of small change. Just a fucking tiny one. Just some positive small change. Instead of drinking the fucking Coca-Cola to wake you up in the afternoon because the fucking morning sucks balls and you hate your mornings, get a tea. Drink a tea instead. Yeah. I'm telling you, just switching from Coca-Cola to tea will make you feel better.
Little changes.
Just a tiny baby steps.
Let's say that you know what... I'm having a conversation with one of these people and they know exactly what they want to be. They know they want to be a comedian or do stuff on YouTube or whatever, even though don't choose that as your number one life path.
Yeah, definitely don't. Not now.
Figure out, there are things you could do every day to figure out every aspect of that job. Learn how to write jokes, learn how to shoot video, learn how to edit video, learn how to work a camera, learn how to take pictures so you could frame things, learn how to see good pictures without just using the technology. Learn what makes up a good picture. Learn how to book. Learn why people book shows certain ways.
Yeah.
Learn how to, if you want to do stand-up, learn how to host. You'll never get better experience than when you host. There's a little thing you could do every day to learn about all the jobs, what everyone does around the job that you want to do. And by the time you get there, you'll know a little bit about every aspect of that job.
And also and also to add to that, don't deny something that you're really good at that maybe isn't your priority. And this kind of don't deny something that you're good at. That maybe isn't a priority.
Right. You gotta. Yeah, I heard Gary Vaynerchuk say something about that recently.
Oh, really?
He was like, people want to do what they're not good at. Like, why shouldn't we? It's like, what is it? Accentuate the positives.
Yeah, sure.
And like, you're really good at this thing. Be great at that thing.
Yeah.
Like, keep working on what makes you good rather than try to start this whole new.
Yeah,
path.
We live in a culture, and it's not new, but we live in this current culture, this current pop culture, this whatever we're bathing in on our Twitters and Instagrams and whatever we're being broadcasted, what's curating into our brains.
Passive society.
We live in a time where some fucking guy with a sideways cap can get 1 million followers. And suddenly live this lifestyle that he's presenting to you on his Instagram that seems like his life is a dream. And
all that guy does is come.
Yeah, all that guy gets to come in the most beautiful places. I want to come in the most beautiful places.
And if that's what you want, learn everything about coming.
Imagine how good it would feel to come on that beach. Where that motherfucker is definitely coming.
You ever come on a black sand beach?
So and it's like we live in this culture where we're inundated with imagery of people succeeding and enjoying their lives and chilling out, and it looks like, even like when you watch stuff like the Valley Folk stuff, it looks like we're having a fucking great time, and it's like, wow, how the fuck can that be their lives if they're just joking around all day? And even for Dynamic Banter to get closer to home. Yeah, Mike and I have a fucking blast when we sit here and do Dynamic Banter. But outside of that, there's just so fucking much.
This podcast, the nickname for this podcast, this is the next t-shirt, should be called The Stable. This is The Stable, and episodes like this, it shows you that you're watching the workhorses.
Yeah, I mean, that's the
thing.
And
and we're eating oats.
Yeah, it can't, this isn't automatic.
No.
There is one aspect of it that just is, but because that's just something we have.
This is?
But that's the thing, and that brings it back, not to go too fucking deep into this wormhole, but that's the point I'm trying to make. You can see people doing things and want to do it too. And that's fine. That's human nature.
Yeah.
And I see it. Mike sees it. We all get that. But not everybody is meant to do the same thing. And not everybody is good at the same thing.
Right.
And if you want to be a comedian, but you're also like a fucking like a badass car mechanic or something, then you got to work on both. Because one day one of those may not work out.
Yeah.
And if it doesn't, then you're still going to be the badass mechanic or the badass comedian. You know, there's a reason why Harrison Ford, like people like Harrison Ford, who is a beloved household
maker
name,
of the Ford car company.
maker of the Ford card company, cards. There's a reason why, dude. Harrison Ford was a fucking carpenter when he got picked to be Han Solo in the 1977 Star Wars. A fucking carpenter. That dude was like, he had a backup plan. He was doing his backup plan.
Yeah.
And then he lucked into a cool role. All I'm saying is that.
And then he got to save the president on a plane.
Just focus. Just don't deny what you're fucking good at. And if someone in your life is like, holy shit, you're a fucking really good artist.
Yeah.
But you don't want to be an artist, you want to do something else, sure, that's fine. But don't deny the art.